Across 6 months of 2025, I travelled across Britain to find the worst places in the country. I went out in rain and shine, wild camping or staying in the cheapest hotel available, all the way by public transport with the occasional side quest. This is a behind the scenes video of the places between the worst places in Britain. This is part 3, Yorkshire and the Peak District. Yes guys, how are we doing? Just had a lovely few nights in Lincoln, but we're off to the train station now en route to Sheffield. Going to be in Sheffield for a few hours vlogging around the city centre, and then tonight I've treated myself. We're off to the Peak District for a couple of nights. It's going to be scorching. The weather's going to be really good for a couple of days. So we're going to be camping and hiking in the Peak District. It's a little couple of days off for me. So thankfully I managed to get an advance ticket on the train for 11 quid. It's usually more than double that. Otherwise the bus would have been a nightmare. There's no direct buses from Lincoln, where the bus station is over there, to Sheffield. So I'd had gone to Gainsborough, then Doncaster, then Sheffield, and it would have taken all day. Lincoln is a beautiful city, but like any city, it has its gritty areas. It was £9.40 actually, not 11 quid. So that is a bargain really. Well, that was the bus journey from hell. No windows that opened, no aircon. It was hot, horribly hot. But here we are in the Peak District. I don't know why I chose to show you a hedge first of all, but the views will be opening up very shortly. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. Ladybower Reservoir there. And we've got Jurassic Park going on over here. Alright folks, well it's kind of funny to me the way the British people today have been talking about the heat wave. It's been 27 degrees here and similar down south, but everyone's saying, oh, you could fry an egg on a pavement and stuff. It's like, come on, it's not, let's not exaggerate now. And now it is just gone 9 o'clock. And it's getting a bit chilly. I'm gonna have to put my jacket on in a minute. A little bit of a breeze has whipped up, but it's still a beautiful evening. And here is the sunset over Ladybower. I am going to be camping over there somewhere, but for now I'll just leave you with the sunset, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning folks, a bit chilly this morning. This is where we camped. As you can see over there, it's very misty and the sun is coming up over there, so let's get over there into the sun and warm up a little bit. Right, last look at Ladybower before we head over this way into the sunshine. There's loads of little midges about. I wanted to sit and have some breakfast, but every time you sit down for a second, they're all up in your face. But what we'll do, we'll climb up Stanage Edge and have a bit of a break there. Beautiful morning. Couple more wild campers there. Missed the sunrise. Okay folks, we're in Hope right now. Just had a lovely breakfast, big old breakfast. After that I was struggling to move, I was struggling to stay awake sat there. So we're sort of in the shadow of Mam Tor, which is just up there. It's a big old hill basically, and I've been there before, and I think I'm going to go again tomorrow. Look, it's already too hot for these guys. Look out, they're setting up the fire already to burn the witches for Solstice. Or is that Halloween? Just out of curiosity, I had a quick look to see how much the cheapest accommodation was in the youth hostel. So they've only got double rooms, £127. Nah. Welcome to Castleton, or Castleton, let's keep it southern. Yeah, I had a bit of a nap in the park for about an hour. Feel a bit better. When I woke up, that I felt terrible. I was like, where am I? Oh, but yeah, feel a bit better now. It's 4:15, and at 4:30 the chippy opens. So I think we're going to go for fish and chips, and then grab a few beers from the little shop just there, which sells local ales, and then we'll head up towards Mam Tor. Doesn't get much better than this. So in the shadow of the castle up there, we've got a can of dandelion and burdock, and as we're up north, we got the curry sauce to go on the fish and chips. Look at that. Oh, magic. Welcome to Peak Cavern, the Devil's Arse. That's a good name to get people's attention as they're driving past, I guess. I wasn't going to walk this way because I thought it was just going to be road, but there's a nice little path next to it, and it's pretty cool walking through this Winnetts Pass. A nice little valley gorge type of thing. I mean, to be honest, it's not the best plaque in the world next to the stinging nettles on the road, but it represents the ramblers, the folk of Sheffield, Manchester, and all the towns around the Peak District who campaigned for the right to walk across this land up to Kinder Scout, etc. I can't remember who it was now, put it on the screen, but they privatised Kinder Scout so that they could hunt grouse. None of the ordinary folk were allowed up there, and so they did a mass hike up Kinder Scout in protest, and the government listened, and Peak District was declared England's first national park, and all the others followed, of course. South Downs, Exmoor, Dartmoor, Lake District, Yorkshire Dales, etc. So we have those folk to thank that were able to walk in this beautiful countryside. Just found ourselves a little cave. God, oh no, that's a human dump. Oh Jesus Christ, let's go out there. Oh, I was expecting to find something scary in the cave, but not that scary. So I suppose we've all been caught short before, but at least, you know, cover it up a little bit, put some grass over it. Although, now that I think about it, if they covered it up, I might have stood in it. So I could tell you a story. I don't know whether I should. Sod it, I will. If you don't like poop stories, fast forward the video for a minute or so. But I was in Switzerland. I tell you, I was in Liechtenstein actually. Lovely view. I was in Liechtenstein, and I had to go. I'd been camping out for a night or two, and I found a little spot in the forest, miles away from anything. That was as good a spot as any. So off I went, did my business. As soon as it dropped, 1,000,001 flies just turned up out of nowhere, just covered it. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't bury it. I'd planned to bury it. You know, I had my toilet paper to put over the top of it, baby wipes, hand sanitizer, water, all that. You know, it's going to be a clean one. But yeah, they just turned up out of nowhere, and there was nothing I could do. Just a big log covered in flies. It was gross. It was absolutely disgusting. I just got out of there. But yeah, I feel like I'm confessing. So yeah, sorry, I don't know why I shared that. That's my story about pooping in the Alps. You're welcome. I found the spot where I was last time I was here, which was a very special time for me. So I camped down here in this little sort of gully. Mam Tor is over there. So what I did, it was my second night in the Peak District on this trip, and it was my first trip with my bivvy, which I've had for so long now. I think I spent about 120 quid on it, and I've spent so many nights in it. I must have spent well over 100. Probably over 120, so it's been less than £1 per night that I've spent in it. It's been absolutely, yeah, top notch. Really happy with it. The Snugpack Stratosphere it's called. So this is quite a nostalgic thing for me, because my life has changed so much in the last, it's March 2023 and now it's June 2025, so 2 years and 3 months, 27 months. Yeah, it's just yeah, it feels really weird. That time it was pretty much winter. It was freezing, literally freezing in the morning. I was knocking ice off the bivvy early in the morning, and then I zoomed up there and it was -2, I believe, and it was the most fantastic sunrise, absolutely beautiful. There were 2 other people up there. They'd driven up that morning. Obviously sunrise that time of year is about 7, half 7, so it was a lot easier. Tomorrow it's going to be 4:30 if I'm going to head up there. It's Solstice. I reckon there's going to be a lot of people up there tonight, and probably a lot in the morning as well. Tonight probably less than there would have been, because as you can see it's a bit cloudy. I'm not going to bother going up there. I can't be asked. So we have got Axe Edge IPA, Jaipur IPA, Halcyon IPA, Cocoa Wonderland chocolate porter. I also got this, you know, to keep me hydrated. All of that lot cost £19 something. I spent £16 on breakfast, £12.50 on fish and chips, about a £5 in the shop. So basically I've spent about 50 quid. That's my day's budget, and that's just gone on food and drink. Cocoa Wonderland. 8 out of 10. Double dry hopped, whatever the hell that means. Right, anyway, here we go. Out of 10, 7. We've got Axe Edge from Buxton, which is just over there. Last time I was here I'd actually walked from Buxton. So here we go. What's this? IPA. Oh, that is probably actually the that's my favourite of all the IPAs. I think the porter was my favourite. You know, I used to be an IPA man. Now I'm going over to the dark side. I'm going for the porters. I really like the porters, the chocolate ones, the coffee ones, the normal ones. But this is decent. This is my favourite of all those IPAs. So happy days. Yeah, this gets a 7.5 out of 10. It's 10:30, still not dark. I'm brushing my teeth, which is why I sound the way I do. And look, there's a bivvy set up there, and look. They don't care. They don't care that I'm here. Look, I can just like walk up here. Oh, okay, now you go, but not really. Like, they don't really care. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to be trying to sleep. I know you're taking a pee, literally taking a piss. I'm going to be trying to sleep, and as soon as I nod off, I know what will happen. The second I nod off, I'll hear a sheep crunching the grass around the bivvy. After that, well, I don't know, because I'm so tired and quite delirious, to be honest. I'm so tired that I might just like be oblivious to everything. But yeah, alarm is set for 4 o'clock, and like I said, 10:30. So what's that, 5.5 hours. If I'm lucky, I might get 5 hours sleep. If I'm really lucky, I'd say it's probably unlikely. Alright, I'll see you guys in a few hours anyway. Morning troopers, you probably can't see me, just my silhouette. You might be able to see a sliver of a moon up there. It's 3:30 and it's chilly, so the only way to warm up is to get up that mountain, ready for the sunrise. Pretty busy up here. Just want to give a shout out to my mate Chris Bentley. He said there'll be about 200 odd people here for sunrise. There's already quite a few, and a few coming still. There we are. We've still got about nearly half an hour, I think, before sunrise proper. A lot more than 200, Chris. Just head down here where it's a bit quieter. This is lush. Well, there we are. Would I come up here again on a weekend? Probably not. Not in summer. Too many people. But it was nice. It was a nice sunrise. It's very windy up here. You can probably hear it. So I'm gonna get moving, get walking. Probably hear that guy with the drone going for ages. So I'm gonna walk along the ridge here, around this side, over here, where the sun is, and down into Castleton for the bus. I think it's about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Over on this side we've got Airdale, and what I guess must have been probably the first train going from Manchester to Sheffield. Oh, that's where we were, Mam Tor, and this is where we head down off the ridge into Castleton. Oh, so we've got the top deck to ourselves at the moment. Back to Sheffield we'll go. I'm torn, I don't know whether to have a nap, which my body is telling me to do, or I'm gonna look out the window. I don't know, I'm torn between the two. We have made it to our accommodation. I always do that, don't I? Put my hand in the air. I don't do that in real life. I don't know why I do it on videos. Anyhow, here we are, my funky little room in the Jonas Hotel. 50 quid a night, bathroom included. I don't know where the light switch is, I literally just walked through the door. But yeah, there's a bathroom anyway, and there's me, hello. And breakfast is included as well, so it's not bad for 50 quid. I'll show you what the breakfast is like tomorrow. I need to do some washing, and then I need to go and get some munchies for later on. And then I need to try and stay awake till the evening, sort of 7, 8 o'clock. And then I'll get a really good night's sleep. Ta-da, love. All right, beautiful day. Off we go again. There's a lovely couple of nights actually here in Jonas Hotel. Here we are in the University of Sheffield grounds. And now it's time to go to Rotherham, followed by Mexborough, which was a late edition, and then after Mexborough it's going to be Doncaster, where we've got a hotel for tonight. So exciting day ahead in this beautiful Yorkshire weather. Right, so we're coming to the end of a rather depressing day around some depressing ex-mining towns. We're coming into the Campanile here. I don't know what that noise is. Campanile Hotel. Oh, some kids doing balloons. Bloody bushes. That's distracting me now. What was I saying? Coming up to our 2-star hotel that looks like a prison camp. Right, we're here. It's like a motel. It's like an American motel. I've never stayed in one like this in the UK in all the hundreds of different places I've stayed at. I've stayed in motels in America and they're like this, but less grey. Like this is proper battleship grey, isn't it? Not very homely. And it's this green fabric. I suppose it's meant to look like grass, I don't know. Anyway, I'll show you inside. Here we go. A bit dated, to be honest, but you know, it will do. And it's got kettle and coffee, so that's good. Pillows next to the TV because, you know, that's the normal place to put it. And yeah, that's it. Let's see if I'll have a look in the bathroom. I haven't been in yet, so I don't know where the light switch is. Oh, that's fumbled it, isn't it? What's this for? Oh, there we go. Woo! We have lights. Yeah, it's only for one night, so it'll do. Yeah, no problemo. Good stuff. And yeah, the coffee to have with a Mars croissant in the morning. I haven't tried these yet, so I'm looking forward to it. Alright, that'll do. I'll see you tomorrow. So, I had my croissant in bed this morning. I had 2 of them and they were delicious. They were pretty damn good. It's another glorious day here in summertime Yorkshire, and today we have the delights of Doncaster again, Barnsley and Wakefield, where we're going to be camping. As long as the weather isn't like this, if it turns out to be horrible, I'm going to have to book a hotel somewhere, but we'll hope for the best. Touch wood. Let's get out of this motel. Well, my little trip to Barnsley has been curtailed due to the bad weather. It's just started tipping it down. Apparently in an hour it's going to stop, so if I go to Wakefield now, that should take about an hour, so hopefully by the time we get there it'll be alright for the rest of the afternoon and the evening, because we're supposed to be camping tonight. But if it's like this, forget about it, mates. We're going to have to look for a travel lodge or something. Oh, it's a bit of a strange feeling. So I used to live on this street over 20 years ago now. I can't even remember which house it was. It's number 10 or number 8, Cotton Street here in Wakefield. It looks very different now. It feels a lot smaller. Sometimes I camp because it's somewhere I want to camp. It looks scenic or in some way interesting. This one is to save money. The cheapest place in Wakefield was 50 quid and it looked pretty nasty, to be honest, and that was with a shared bathroom, no breakfast, nothing like that. So yeah, I thought I'd come out here, and it looks like there's a fence at the end of the path. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's all right, the path goes around it. So that's where I've just come from, Wakefield city centre, a few miles away. Right at the top of this viewpoint, the photos. Thank you. Over there is the little that's left of Sandal Castle. It really is just the little bit that's left. I've had a bit of a rethink about where I might camp. There's like a little moat thing just in the underneath the castle. Obviously it's not going to be on top of the castle, is it? It's a moat, and there's some flat areas down there, and it's going to be sheltered as well. So I want to hang around here till 9:30 or whenever it gets dark. It's that time of year. It's only 6 o'clock now. Look at that, the sun's coming out, perfect, on cue. So just going to chill here for a couple of hours, see how things go. There's quite a few people about at the moment, so I'm going to wait for them to disappear and then yeah, I might just camp in the moat there. I've never camped in the moat of a castle, so the idea appeals to me. It's 9:30 now. Most people have left, but that's because it rained. Yeah, see, they distracted me. So, correction, everyone's left apart from me because it's raining. It's 9:30 and it wasn't due to rain until 8 o'clock in the morning, but it's just started raining now, and yeah, it's going to rain until about 10:30 apparently. So I'm down here now in the moat of the castle, and I might as well just get set up now. I'm not really tired, but you know, just in case it starts pelting down again. It's just drizzling at the moment, but it did pelt down for a couple of minutes. Yeah, might as well get set up, I guess. Morning, gang. Welcome back to Sandal Castle. Me and a million mosquitoes, hence why I've got the hood up, not because of the cold, because it isn't cold at all, it's very mild, which led to me, I think, sleeping quite well. I got to sleep about 11:15, and slept right through to about 4:15, so that's not bad, nearly 5 hours. Well, as you can see, it's a beautiful walk. Luckily, we're not actually going onto the dual carriageway. Bloody hell. Got 4 miles to go still, so let's press on. I'm getting the bus. This traffic, well, I've waited until there was a gap in the traffic to talk to you because it's too loud, but it's just horrible, like walking along here. Nah, it's not for me, thanks. So went to Normanton, and there was hardly anything there. Like, it was a really small place, and Pontefract, Featherstone, where I was going to go afterwards, was even smaller, so I decided against that and just come straight to Castleford. And there's not much in Castleford either, but more content than there. Oh, boss.
Yeah, like, you done it well.
Yeah. So I'm in Castleford and I'm going over to a place called Airdale because that's where they said not to go. We've made it. So 35 quid gets you this: a single bed, TV, smart TV, sink, mirror, just a small room, kettle, coffee, and it's a shared bathroom, shower, and breakfast as well. Breakfast is included. It's a continental breakfast. I guess it's cereal or whatever, but yeah, 35 quid, can't complain. All right, good morning. We are leaving Castleford, heading towards Leeds. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't really explored Leeds that much down the years. I've been several times but never really explored, so looking forward to it. Let's go. Here we are in Chapeltown, Leeds, in Highbank Hotel. This is our accommodation for the night. Set up on the hill there. It's giving me Bates Motel vibes. I don't know why. Just the way it's set up there, I think. Oh, it's been a long day. A lot of walking today. Walked all the way around Leeds. At least 12, 13 miles at the very least. I'll have to have a closer look later on. Oh. And this is like the final sting in the tail, walking up this bank here. Okay, we are here in Okay, we are here in Highbank Hotel in my single room. Here she is. Not that exciting. Shared bathroom. I think it was about 35 quid a night, so it's not too bad. Quite away from Leeds City Centre. I can actually show you how far because you can just about sort of see the skyscrapers down there. The good news is in the morning we're walking downhill to get into the centre. The bad news is we're walking back up the hill. We're in Leeds, guys. We're in Leeds and we're going to Huddersfield, but we're making a couple of stops along the way. I was originally going to go to Batley, but I heard about a place called Ravensthorpe. I saw a YouTube video saying it's the bleakest town in Yorkshire, so we're going to go there. And then we're going to go to Dewsbury and then Huddersfield. It's quite a luxury. Blimey, did you hear that? It felt like an earthquake. And it's a bit of a luxury taking a train, even if it's not like the nicest train in the world. And currently have the carriage all to myself.
Transport Police on 61016. Thank you for travelling with Transpennine Express.
Good morning. It's sunny. It's a Sunday. We're in Leeds still. Noisy. Just left the hotel in Hare Hills Lane, heading into the city centre to get the bus over to Bradford. I mention it's Sunday because last night it was pretty noisy in the hotel. There was a few lads. Oh, they were all right. They're nice guys. I spoke to them before they went out, and they came in about 3:30. And you know what it's like when you've had a few drinks and you're trying to keep the noise down. You'd make more noise than you would anyway. And the doors in the hotel slam. Like, you can't close the doors without making noise. So there's loads of slamming doors going on. There's 3 of them, I think, all sharing a room. Like, I guess it's a triple room. Maybe they shared beds, I don't know. But yeah, it was noisy, so I didn't sleep very well, is what I'm trying to say. So staying in hotels has its good sides and it has its bad sides. So the bad side is you haven't got everything everywhere that you want it to be, like you would have at home, for example, like all your creature comforts and stuff. The good side is when you leave, you don't need to clean up. So I don't need to make my bed, I don't need to empty the bin, I can just go. The next day in Bradford, more fly tipping, barbecue just appeared out of nowhere. Unbelievable. Well, I'm slightly annoyed, and this is going to sound like a lie, like a cop-out, but on the weather forecast it said it was going to rain all evening and into the night. So I booked a hotel. Not just any hotel, I booked the same hotel that I stayed at the last 2 nights, the same one in Bradford, which meant I brought all this stuff out with me today for no reason. I've been carrying it around all day for nothing. I was going to camp somewhere around here. This is an old viaduct on a disused railway just outside of Cleckheaton. But as it looked like it was going to rain, I changed my mind, and weather forecast changed, and it did rain for about 5 minutes. It's now beautiful, lovely evening. Yeah, slightly annoying, but the hotel is only 42 quid, and that includes breakfast, so I can't grumble too much, I suppose. Going back to the hotel, looking forward to a good night's sleep. Don't get run over, mate, don't follow me. Looking forward to a good night's sleep and a nice comfortable bed in the warmth. Every time I go to Wild Camp, the forecast said it's going to rain, and yesterday would have been perfect because it was such a nice day. Everyone was moaning because it was so hot. It was like 29 degrees, it wasn't that hot, you know. And here we are back again, third night in a row in Cambridge Hotel, Bradford Central, and I've got a lovely view here of the drinking crew. There's a bloke in here. You might be able to see him. He's got a bag there full of booze. He's been here the last couple of nights. He's a nice enough guy, but Jesus, pain in the ass. He's like giving the reception staff hell down there the last couple of days. Well, I'm not usually happy to see rain, but on this occasion I am. It means I'm justified in my decision to stay in the hotel. Look at it. It is an absolutely horrible Yorkshire day. Grey and wet. Had a nice big breakfast. Ready to go. Get a bus to Leeds. I don't know how long it's going to take because obviously it's early morning rush hour. And sugar, I should have crossed the road earlier. In all the excitement, I just walked off. I've got to get across this road. Anyway, rush hour over to Leeds, and then I'm on the 10:54 to Hull. Exciting stuff. Goes to show how much the weather can dictate how a place looks. Looks grey and miserable. This place looked stunning the other day in the sunlight. Bye bye Bradford, take 2.
Great trip today from the station from the UK city of Yorkshire. From the UK city of Yorkshire.
Welcome to Leeds. Proper rough around here, and the bus station. Do you know, Bradford's got a much worse reputation than Leeds, but I swear, look at these lot. So there's that. There's these lot down here. It's much worse than Bradford, Leeds, I swear to God. Bearing in mind it's 10 o'clock in the morning as well. Well, my train leaves at 10:54, so a little bit of time to kill here in Leeds, but I can't be asked to walk around. It's drizzling still.
The train has 2 carriages.
Platform 8D. It takes over an hour and 5 minutes, something like that. And 2 carriages. 2 carriages. Hopefully it's not busy. Ugh, this is July. July in England, folks. So usually this journey would cost over 20 quid, but I got an advance ticket and it was £5.20. Trying to get that to focus. Well, you'll have to take my word for it. It's £5.20. If you're organised and you book in advance, here's my train here. You can get bargains. You can get good value on the trains, but usually they are really overpriced.
Keeping tickets handy, you may need them to exit the station. Next time, why not book your journey in advance?
Well, I've been doing some filming, but it's just become impossible now. I've just got under the shelter here, but it is proper grim out there. It was supposed to have cleared up by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock by the time I got here. Actually it was 12 o'clock, but yeah, it hasn't, it really hasn't. It's just getting worse. Might have to go to the hotel, knock it on the head for a bit and then come back out.
Jesus gave it to me. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
There's my hotel, Hotel Campanile, same chain as the one I stayed at in Doncaster. And guess what? I've actually stayed here before. I stayed here about 4 or 5 years ago, and completely forgot the name and everything else. So I remember it was a very basic place, and yeah, it's like that same sort of prison of war camp like the one, the motel place in Doncaster. That should be interesting. Anyway, I'm going to check in, chuck my bag in, and then head back out and do some more vlogging. It's still only 20 past 2. Right, up the stairs. One, 2, 1 I am, so that would be out here. Bracket. Remember this from Doncaster? Oh, I think I've gone past it. Here we are. 1, 2, 1. Exciting stuff. Oh, it's a twin room. Yeah, it's basically the same as the one in Doncaster, isn't it? I can't remember the price of it, so there it goes. Ooh, a bath. I can't remember the price of it, so I'll let you know on the screen. In case of a fire, do not get fully dressed. Just outside the hotel. Looks like it's all kicked off. It's over there, it's over there. Don't know what's happened. A few of the lads over there. See, if these trees weren't in the way, that's my room up there. If these trees weren't in the way, I'd have been able to be nosy. Good morning, good morning. We are leaving the prisoner of war camp behind. Now I've got to get a bus to Bridlington, back to the seaside. And the bus stop is only just across the road, and it takes just over an hour. From Bridlington we then go on to Scarborough, where we spend the night. It's a bit cloudy, a bit windy, you can probably hear that, but it's all good. It's a nice summer Friday. Here we are, number 41, Bridlington via Beverley and Driffield, and it's 9:23. It's one of those new buses with a table to it. So at the back of a double decker, like a normal school kid, and just over an hour I think to get to Bridlington. 2 hours. 2 hours the bus took. It's really windy here in Bridlington, I'm sure you can hear it.
I don't know him. I know him today. Look at the voice. Wow, man. Sorry about that. Sorry. Whoa!
So that's Bridlington. It started to rain. It's a good time to leave, and the bus should be here in a couple of minutes to take us to, hopefully, sunny Scarborough. Well, that bus took nearly 2 hours as well. We're here in sunny Scarbados, and we are going to the hotel first. I think drop this bag off and then come back out and do a bit more filming. It's not really the weather for it, but we'll see if we can get some footage anyway. There it is, the Granby Hotel licensed. £28.80. That's for a single room with an ensuite shower. Creaky floorboards, old carpet. Number 8, one step. Let's see what 29 quid gets us in Scarbados. Oh, that's alright. Well, you won't be able to see anything yet because the curtains are closed for some reason, but here we go. Alright. Oh, I thought I'd knock something over then. Yeah, that's alright, isn't it? I mean, it's not the Hilton, but there you go. £29. Bargain. So I've just gone and got fish and chips, which was fine. I went and sat outside and started to eat it because there's nowhere indoors for me to eat it. And then it started to rain, so I've run back here. I'm eating it now in my room, which is fine, but it means the room's going to stink like fish and chips. Because I've had this before where I've had fish and chips and literally 24 hours later it's still in the room smelling of fish and chips. Doesn't matter too much because I'll be gone tomorrow morning anyway.
Thank you. We call that the art of the deal. God bless.
So I had a lovely morning in Scarborough with Nick and Jill from Generation Explorers, and then just had a lovely bus ride from Scarborough to Whitby, and here we are, and it's absolutely rammed. It's a Saturday afternoon in summer. It's always like this in Whitby. Well, whenever you come to Whitby, you can't not walk up the 199 steps and visit Whitby Abbey. So here we are. There's way too many people in this town for me. I'm going to have a walk through to the other side of town, and then I'm going to shoot off to Saltburn next. Way too many people for my liking in way too small a town. So here we are in Saltburn. Last time I was here, I come from that direction. I'd walked all the way from Bridlington, kind of, over the course of a few days, obviously not all in the same day. But I was doing half the Cleveland way, and I'd already walked from Scarborough to Bridlington the day previously, and then I did Scarborough via Whitby, Staines, etc. over the course of a few days, staying in hotels. Didn't do any wild camping, which is what we're going to do today. I don't know whether we're going to book wild camping over this side or over that side. That side is where we're going tomorrow, over to Redcar, but that's only like 4 or 5 miles away, so don't need to be anywhere near there. So I don't know, we'll find somewhere anyway. It sounds like having a bit of a rave up behind me. Right, we have got a 12-inch mushroom pizza. We're going to eat it here at the Saltburn train station. It's called Saltburn on the Sea, not Saltburn on the Sea, Saltburn on the Sea. We're going to have this pizza, it costs £9. And then we're going to get some beers at Sainsbury's just over there, and then we're going to go find somewhere to camp. Woo! I think I'm going to do a beach camp, folks, even though it's really windy. It's beautiful, for a start. Really beautiful, and there are like little coves and stuff where I can hide. So we'll see. You probably can't hear what I'm saying anyway, it's so windy. Well, I found where I'm going to chill for the night, just here in this little area, and this cliff acts as a wind barrier, which is fantastic, which is just what I need to get through the night really, because otherwise it's going to be too windy. So yeah, I think I'm going to sit over here. The sun is going down up there. I'll sit over here somewhere, drink my beers, and then we'll set up camp here in this little protected area. I don't know, I'll make it up as I go along. Unfortunately, some people have had a fire and made a bit of a mess, so we'll clean up in the morning before we go and take some of their rubbish with us if we can. I am a believer in trying to leave things better than you found it. Cheers. So according to the weather forecast, and I guess this is why everyone stayed at home, it's supposed to be raining right now. And if you look at the clouds, it looks like it might anytime soon, but currently I feel pretty smug. It's 4:30. It keeps raining on and off, so I'm not getting out of the bivvy yet, but I just wanted to show you this. It just stopped raining, so I packed up really quickly. You can see the dry patch down here, and out to sea, yeah, it comes out on the camera. You can see the rain coming down out to sea in different patches. It just keeps moving across. So before it starts raining again, let's head off into Redcar, and Wetherspoons opens at 8, so I'm going to be at Wetherspoons banging on the door at 8 o'clock, but currently it's 5:35 and it's only like 5 miles. So what I'll probably do when we get to Redcar is find like a bandstand or something, somewhere we can get some shelter just in case it starts to rain again. But otherwise, not a bad morning. Everything is covered in sand, however. Well, they're saying an 80% chance of rain right now, but it's really brightened up. It's actually quite nice over there out in the North Sea. It definitely is raining. We're just passing Mask by the Sea, not Mask by Sea, Mask by the Sea. It's very important to make that distinction. We're in Redcar now. It's a lovely scene. A few people out walking their dogs, and there's a mate over there playing the guitar and having a bit of a sing-song. You see Saltburn over there in the distance. It stopped raining, but it's still kind of wet everywhere, including on this bench, so I've got a bit of a wet arse, but I don't care. Snails are loving it. Absolutely loving life, loving the moisture. And yeah, beautiful morning. 6:30 now, so not long until I can get that cup of coffee at Wetherspoons. Here we go, Redcar on a Sunday morning in summer. Who needs the south of France? Who needs Tuscany? Who needs the Costa del Sol when you've got Redcar? And look at that over there, a Redcar in Redcar. I was just chatting to a guy on the beach there who's from Middlesbrough. Said Redcar's really rough, so yeah, kind of looks it. Well, that killed 3.5 hours. I had the breakfast, 2 cups of coffee, 2 hot chocolates, a glass of squash and an orange juice and lemonade. And next, well, it's just gone 12. and I'm going to go down to the beach for a little while, kill some time down there, watch a vlog, watch a podcast, sorry, and then I'm going to go to the cinema at 1:20. I wanted to watch 28 Years Later, but that's not on till 8 tonight. I'll be well asleep by then. So I'm going to go and watch Jurassic World, the new Jurassic World, which is on at 1:20. If that takes up to 2 hours, then that's perfect for my check-in at 3 o'clock. It is proper gloomy, isn't it? You wouldn't think it was July. Look at this, the oldest lifeboat in the world. I'll check that out tomorrow or next day. Proper grey. Right, the cinema is in here according to Google Maps, the region, and I believe it's only like £6 to go and see a film, which is a bargain in 2025. It's £6 if you have the Movie Magic card and you're a senior. £9 for me. So Jurassic Park movies, guys, once you've seen one, you've seen them all. This one had mutant dinosaurs in it. Anyways, it is now 10 to 4 and we're heading to the hotel. Right, here we are. Very small room, single room, mirror. Always coffee making facilities, although no coffee in this one. Luckily they had a surplus in the last hotel, so I'm alright for sachets of coffee. And let's have a look at the view out on the street. There we go. Exciting stuff. Apparently this place was full and it was very noisy last night, but I'm the only one here today, so right. I'm gonna go to the supermarket. I've just missed it. It's 4 o'clock, bang on. So it's Sunday, so they're all closed. So Tesco Express, it'll have to be. Get a few munchies, come back, have a shower, much needed, and then early night. Tomorrow I'll be out vlogging in Redcar in the morning, and then editing all afternoon. Probably similar the next day and the following day. Well, I need to plan actually, because this is my last stop in Yorkshire. I need to make my plan for the northeast, Middlesbrough and Newcastle and Sunderland and all that. Yeah, all right. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright folks, it's the following day from the last time I spoke to you. We're in Redcar and up on top of the beacon, and I just wanted to show you the view. So this is looking back towards the town. This is looking back to where we've come from. Down there is Saltburn. Just here in the foreground is the cinema where we finished up yesterday, and we're going to be heading along the coast. Hello folks, good morning. Well, the sun's behind me, so let me do this. There we go, we're going to walk backwards. We're walking to South Gare Lighthouse, right at the very tip of Yorkshire where it meets the River Tees. Let's go. Good. Let's go. Well folks, you see it there. This is the end of the road for us in Yorkshire. That's where we've come from. The end of Yorkshire, finally. So I've walked all the way up the coast from Bridlington up to the very end of Yorkshire. Obviously we've got the breakwater here, so we can't see the view, but this is the North Sea over here. And let's go and see if we can see where it meets the Tees River. Yeah, here it is folks, the Tees mouth. Up here we've got Seaton Carew and Hartlepool up the way. We'll be visiting Hartlepool soon, but first of all, look at all this heavy industry over here. And over here, this place used to be known as Ironopolis, Middlesbrough, and that's where we'll be heading next. And looking back, these are the sands of Redcar, and the bay goes all the way out to the cliffs over at Saltburn. Beautiful. What a nice little section this was. Looking forward to this one, I think.